Hello, it's Christopher back at you with another video. So sleep. I just woke up. I was in the room looking at my family, my wife, my kids all asleep in the same bed. And a thought occurred to me, you know. So even now, scientists still haven't figured out why we sleep. Or why we need to shut, or even what it is. Um, why we need to lay down and have our eyes shut and our brain kind of, it's weird. So, I've just had a few theories maybe on what happens when we go to sleep and, why, why we need it. Well, this is one popular one that I've heard, not necessarily mine, but, I can see it logically happening, which is, what it is, dreams, anyway, our subconscious trying to make sense of some things, or, when our long-term memory is being translated into, when our short-term memory is being translated into long-term memory, the subconscious mind kind of plays on itself to deal with conscious issues in a sense. But another, or then I would say why you need it, maybe to kind of shut down and recharge. You've heard that, by just people with theories, but my own is when you go to sleep, your body kind of goes into a state of acute hibernation, and I believe that you experience the astral realm, in the ether. What I mean by that is, say you go to sleep, and your not your spirit leaves your body, because it's metaphorical, because you are not your body or restricted by this vehicle. So you stay there. If the you essence that you want to refer to is the soul, then I guess what I'm trying to say is it stays in your body, and you just experience wider consciousness. I don't think you astral project. I think you remote view. Your soul doesn't leave the body and go, but you can manifest a part of yourself or energy to experience other realms and dimensions, and that's what I think happens when you go to sleep. Because in terms of dimensions, third, fourth, and fifth. Third being the lower simulated dimension, ignorance and hatred and greed, pride and jealousy and hate. Yeah. This is the lowest. Well, not the lowest, but the physically on this earth, that is just about the worst. Fourth being the astral or eternal planets, ethereal, whatever you want Um, that that being your dreams, where you go in your dreams, um, your imagination, creative world that drives, or that is driven by, like intention and desires. That is what you create. That's what is created by energetic fields, or like a collective consciousness or personal consciousness. And that that is the room where you draw your energy from, and your creative energy, and um like individuality and things like that. And then of course, like the fifth, as they say. But I don't believe in the concept. I believe in the concept of dimensions as metaphorical references to something that's like unexplainable, like accurately. It's like it's impossible to accurately describe. But using metaphors or allegories or symbols or whatever you want to use, you could acquaint it to something that people can understand that haven't experienced that level of consciousness yet, or just maybe haven't been looking at it from that perspective. Because everybody can have their own description of their personal truth, but truth that cannot be argued or refuted or proven wrong, or that doesn't contradict itself, is only really expressible through silence. So, well, yeah, and I think, sorry, last point. Okay, why, I think, my theory, why you need to sleep is because, well, this realm right here, the physical realm is so dense, and, with just solid objects and all this heavy matter. But, we as spiritual beings and eternal beings need that reconnection with the higher and the finer. And, depending on your level of consciousness or just where you're at on your journey, unfortunately, sometimes you have to come back and forget it just so you can function like throughout your daily life. But it does refill and energize and power, because back to the fullness, to the oneness. Um, it's just my opinion. Appreciate you if you watch this video. Just like and subscribe, or comment if you remember your dreams or not. I'm very interested. Or if there's one that just you remember for like years or a long amount of time that really just stuck in your head. Peace until next time.